All right, so this is the second part of Void Rift. This is Prologue 2, and this is on my day 5 account. So we're going to go ahead and do a playthrough of that. The first Void Rift Prologue was pretty straightforward. We had significantly higher BP than it was looking for, so yeah, they've bumped the BP up a little bit higher. We're still getting Volca as the assist. It is insistent on us using the team it wants. We're going to go like this. We're still about double the BP, so I expect this to be similar to the first video where it's really more of just getting familiar with the mechanics and less about having a super challenging experience. All right. The one thing is we're taking a chunk of damage up there, but we can get our healer to hit him, and we can use Diao down here. Okay. We had a leak there. I'm not going to restart. We could have done this a little bit cleaner at the beginning, but um, I'm not super worried about it. I might swap a healer out for some damage here. We definitely played it a little bit sloppy, but that's okay. All right. So it seems like this level is especially focused on having enough ground units. I believe this series is going to be that one that ends up with us facing Torgor at the end of it. So, yeah, I guess we shouldn't have picked our Numera up there. That's okay. We got a little too comfortable in Prologue 1. Continues to take Yao and Rocks off the team. All of our DPS here are in Diao's inspiration range. It probably doesn't matter, except for our Navras. It probably doesn't matter, but it's just good practice to try to be aware of that. Alright, not too bad. Let's try not to miss any of these diamonds along the way. Last time we had to double back and pick some up, so. Alright. I remember back in the day this level being a little bit frustrating. You have very limited space to put your healers. And it's all about the ground units here. Although we have a very healthy amount of ground units, so I don't anticipate it being a problem. I don't know if we're going to need a tank for Baron or if we're going to be able to get away with cheating with Numerum, but we'll give it a go. We might need to adjust the team a little bit if this doesn't work. Okay, so the hope is just to burn Baron down pretty quickly. Once we do that, the level's pretty much over. Yeah, we're gonna need a tank there. So we're gonna swap in our blue OG tank. Put Rex in. Should be fine. And put Rex up here. He could not handle that. Huh. We might need to actually evaluate his gear. I wish we had another tank to invest in. When we get into the first round of actual Void Rift, we'll get Olog, but for now we do not have him. It looks like we have a I need to drop this Awaken in here. Not that that will affect the top lane, but perhaps we need to put rocks up in the top lane. But let's take a look at Rex's gear. Oh, he's actually wearing gear. Maybe we'll put some gear on him that will give him some defense. And then for the right side, if we just find stuff with HP, I think that should be more than sufficient. No HP here, maybe defense? With the HP substat, that should be fine. Now we can upgrade these all to 12. We are. Oh, these are actually rolling pretty well. We're actually on an event for the forging, so it's not bad to upgrade. We can blow through some skill dust. We quickly will not be really using blues, so it doesn't hurt to use what we got right now. And I think this is a good example of while BP is a good guide, we have more than twice the amount of BP that we need for this level, but if we don't have it in the right spots, I think we're going to put rocks up here. It can definitely be insufficient to do what we need to do. All right, it looks like Rox is definitely able to handle these axe slaughterers a lot better. Hopefully, Rex with Pharisee will be able to handle Baron. I think that we can also put the Numera behind Rex so we can kill it a lot quicker. So technically, if we had one more character, we could bring them in. We have one more deployable slot, but I think we're okay. Okay, we're going to turn off the auto ults here because when he dies, we don't want to waste Elysia's ult on him until he can take damage again. Alright, so now we can burn him down. I think Numera really would have survived if he didn't have the essentially those eye frames, those invulnerability frames. Usually that's something that the players take advantage of. Maybe we're the NPCs in this game. Alright. This level's a little irritating, but we're coming to the end of it. I remember struggling with the RNG on this level for a long time, even in the highest levels of Void Rift, and I was very happy when we got to just auto this through. All right, Torador, we're going to try to get a little clever with it. We are not going to be able to use all of these. We probably won't get a healer up top. But we have limited. We might try to get Xena in here. I'm not sure how much she'll do, but alright, so we'll run Rex here. We're going to put Numera there. And we'll put our healer here. We're going to try to tank with Volca up top. I'm curious. And we'll have rocks there. we're going to try to cheese this. If we're being honest, we're going to try to blast Radar while he's up there. And so that way he doesn't have to go through the fire for his revive. Nah, I didn't quite get it off. Although we're still going to try to cheese this. Nope, didn't get it off. That's okay. All right, pretty straightforward. Didn't quite get the cheese off, but that's okay. That Mythic Aztec is going to be nice. Okay, so we've had a significant jump in recommended BP. So now we're getting to the point where we're right at or around the recommended BP. We'll be a little bit higher, but we get a tank as our assist, which is super nice. I would have liked to have that for the last round. Okay, if I remember this level correctly, it really likes some magic damage. So we'll put Aurelius here. We're going to have some guys that like to come and buff the tanks there. We're just going to drop the ultimates. And we're going to get Pharisee's healing going. I believe we have some guys coming from this side. And we'll use Diao as our second healer. And we'll use some magic damage from her as well. Ah, these bookkeepers. They did not like us. That's okay. So here we're really fighting on three fronts. We want to keep the magic damage quarantine up here. We want to keep these buffers away from their hard-hitting tanks over here. And we want to create a zone where we can take care of these without getting obliterated. So we could probably let these guys leak through, but I definitely know we can't let this one through. The problem is the bookkeeper will kill what we have here if we let them through. So I don't think it'll be an issue for where we are currently, but if we were earlier in the level and we had more of these guys coming through, it may be a problem. But we can just drop a Lucia here to stop them from leaking. Oh, come on. Don't mess my level up right here. Okay. I am wrong. We're going to have to change the order a little bit then. We're going to see if she can handle these guys. That way we can just have Silas wreck the bookkeepers. Maybe don't need a healer up there. Dia won't be able to heal Silas anyway, and unless we put her out there, but then she'll get hit. I think this will work out better. Somebody died. Numera must have got smacked through. Okay. And we'll put rocks up there to actually take the brunt of the damage. So some of this is, while it is important to focus a lot of your power into a couple characters, I think part of the issue we're having right now is this level is wanting us to be able to split our power apart, and we definitely have some weak spots that are not able to hold up their end of the bargain. But on a day 5 account, that's pretty normal. Alright, we can drop this stuff up here. We should be able to put in Namara here to help smack these guys a little bit. Alright. Alright, if I remember this level correctly, it will be a little bit interesting because we're going to get waves here and here, and I am not quite sure we have the firepower to deal with all of it. at least on the higher levels, the danger of these guys is they drop this lava under you. You can see it right there. That just makes it kills your characters. So hopefully, we're able to deal with this. And you need a lot of range for this level. Let's see if we can get away with this. I'm not sure if we continue to get more waves from this side. Okay, Lysia is the G. All right, survived. Usually you have to rotate through about 3 or 4 ranged at the top, but because we kind of out BP this level, and it's the prologue, so it's probably a little bit more forgiving, but that can definitely be a roadblock fairly early on. We get a little bit of a leak there, but I'm not going to stress it, especially on Void Rift, where as long as you don't have 10 leak, the level is done. There's no punishment for not doing it all. Okay, pretty straightforward stuff. I don't know if 2 tanks are really necessary, but I might pick up rocks. When they hold them out there, it takes longer to kill everything. And one more wave. So pretty straightforward. And definitely tell that the difficulty's ramping up though. We didn't have any concern with leaks in all the prior levels, and there we definitely had a leak to swing past us, so that's okay. I think we have one, maybe 2 more fights, and then we will get to the next boss. Okay. So this is kind of similar to the last level, although not quite as bad. So once again, we have those enemies that'll put the burning ground under us, but we don't have to guard for a top and a bottom of each side. So I don't anticipate us having issues holding here. We got Numera, they're coming right down the middle, so we should be able to take them out before they get close enough to do anything. So just like the Torador levels, this seems focused on teaching you how to handle multiple lanes. So we have a main lane up here, and we have essentially two lanes that combine to one, as well as another lane here. So really needing a more well-rounded roster, you can't just have one or two DPS to kill everything. And I think that's part of the reason why the assist unit here is a tank, because you need more tanks. And if you haven't rolled anything, you might just have Rex, although we're lucky enough to get rocks as well. All right. Drop a tank here. That may not be the way to go. I think these need to die. Even worse than these, can't get through them. Now we're going to restart it there. For one, put this tank here. And we'll put Silas up here. Wonder if we can just straight up kill him before he gets in. No, it doesn't look like it. But now we're going to need another DPS up here. Then down here. All right, so we're going to have to go the long way here. Effectively, if you don't burst this die down before a certain time frame, you're going to have to tank him down here. And we're going to have another lane of mobs coming here as well. So go here, we'll go here. Just gonna go all out with the the ultimates. Okay, so the boss is down. Still have to survive this last lane, but I think we only have one more big bruiser. Might pick up Silas here. Okay, that should be pretty straightforward end of the level. A little tight there, but once again, you're needing a lot of different rolls across a lot of different parts of the map. I feel like we have two really strong single target damages we were able to leverage, but we could have used a third one. Ooh, that mythic is nice. Some of it comes down to we had more melee that we could have used, but we needed more platform DPS, I feel like. All right. So now the BP requirement is 208. So we're definitely maxing out now. Although I think we'll be able to get this done. It may be a bit more of a challenge. When these mobs go into the water, they transform into harder mobs, so we will try to... Who is our assist unit? Oh, Volca again. Ha, I put her down. I was so used to having Volca and not thinking about her being an additional unit. And we might see if we can get away with tanking this lane down here too. Although we don't have any healing, so it looks like that might be a non sequitur. Which is okay. We can really feel here, although Aurelius is a great mage, he's designed for AoE, and um, that's not what we're looking for right here. Okay, so it appears they go around the side. Interesting. Maybe Rox is not in the right spot. Now we're coming to content that's actually interesting. Will take some effort, and well, that's part of the fun. So let's especially watch those paths. So he will come down the middle. Huh. It looks like this person attacks the last placed unit, and these mobs go around. It seems that Volca can hold the top, so we probably don't need a tank for this top lane. But, oh, and we can't place a tank for the bottom lane. Interesting. Okay. I think then we're definitely going to need Silas on the bottom lane to help, and we'll have a slow unit as well. And maybe we'll drop a rocks to just tank those last hits. Although we might go like this as well. Okay, so let's see if Silas can hold the bottom lane with these guys that are coming in. I think with this slow, shouldn't be too bad. A little more challenging than I thought. We're going to put Numera facing down to try to help hold that. Okay. We got taken out. It also appears that the last hit has like a splash effect, so we don't want to stop everyone up. The mechanics that we just bulldoze our way through sometimes. All right. So I think let's be a little thoughtful about how we put our characters. We can put him here, that bear. I think we're going to put him back so that we can put our slow there. Oh, she's going to die. I need a healer earlier. Okay, there's our healer. I just try to get Silas to kill him. Okay, we're going to put a rocks back there. Why won't he die? Okay, we're going to go like this, then like this. Oh, she died in between. Okay, let's see if we can stay afloat. Try to take some pressure off the bottom. Ah, we lost the level there. Okay, we need to think about this. I think maybe we need to have a melee on the bottom, holding it down, but we need to adjust the placement order so that they don't just get shot down. And perhaps to control the shooting too. So this will kill the initial person that's shooting our guys. We can put a Volca up here to help soak. And we're going to drop a healer right now so that we're not just getting murdered. I do want to put a DPS here, but I want to have enough cost to be able to then drop another unit so that we are not just losing them. So 36 should be enough. Okay. I think that should put us in a better position. Okay, so I want 45 costs so I can drop both of these guys together. And then we can drop a Diao here. And maybe just use them to help with the healing. Okay, I think this puts us in a lot better position since this character is not getting nuked down. They're able to hold the lane, and we don't have to worry about the top and bottom coming around. We're going to use Diao for inspiration and just try to burn these guys down. So once again, this level seems to be teaching us how to control multiple lanes, uh, and also requiring multiple rolls. And the other thing that's interesting though is the mechanic, right? So these mobs hit the last placed unit, so you have to be very mindful about how you place your units. I feel like later in the game in my higher level account, you just get to the point where you can ignore these mechanics, and then sometimes you wonder why did I fall over dead. Uh, so sometimes these can be good reminders of having to sit back and say, okay, I can't just bully this fight. How do I deal with it? It definitely helps that Diao is 6 star, leveled all the way to 60. So she makes a good anchor to drop as the last character to get healed. Looks like we should be cleaning it up here. All right. Let's see what we got next. Okay, if I remember this fight, you're essentially having to lock down 2 lanes. Okay. I think she bounces side to side here. So technically we can stop these guys from coming down, but I'm not sure if that's the move right now. Okay, lost Aurelius. Feels like we might need a little more damage here. We had a lot of stuff piled up. We might be focusing too much on the sides and not enough on the up. I think for this round, we're going to try to face. Hmm. I'm curious to see where they come to. We might try to use Diao to heal both of these guys as well. Okay, so we have 2 more deployable units. I think the focus here will be to drop Aurelius and then Silas. Okay, so she's just marking people here. So I feel like we need to break her shield and maybe have Diao be the last unit dropped. I wonder if we can get away with killing her like. Because we need to pop that shield. Okay. We'll probably go that route then. Where we have the fighters pop the shields, and then the other DPS focus on supporting. And then this. Oof. Maybe not the way after all. We're going to try this route. So ideally, I want Diao to be our last placed unit so that she can tank. We have 3 we can drop. So we might go like this. Drop him and Diao. So we're going to need 28 cost. 25, 26, 27, 28. Okay. So like that. I think we ulted too early there and didn't break the shield. Looks like we're going to be okay though. Rough. Okay. So there it looks like we can't have the Aldo ult on for Numero. Because we're going to want that to pop the shield. We might want to hold Silas's ult as well. I seem to remember we had enough here that we could we have 3 more units we could try. Like this. Like this. And then drop down. Okay, as soon as the shield pops up, we're gonna blast it. Okay, nice. We're gonna try to inspo with Yao. Rocks got murked. We may be okay. The only problem is when we drop new characters, we mess up the order. But we're gonna do what we can do. The other thing we might try to do is to control these lanes up here. So we're going to try to control up here and see if slowing all that down. Our biggest issue is just lacking enough physical to hold everything. But we're going to give it a go. Just going to hold this until... Oh, we popped it. Nope, we got it just on time. Perfect. And we're going to hold Silas's ult until she pops up on this side again. I have never had to control these top two lanes. It's actually kind of interesting. Okay, we're going to wait for her to pop her shield. We can go on Silas. This is really a boss encounter, even though I don't believe it is. We can pop Namera over here. Oh, we didn't quite get her shield. I think we're getting blocked here. That is unfortunate. Die. We're going to try to run Diao's inspo to see if she can... Oh, looks like we're okay. Okay, we can use a Silas ult. This is the last enemy. That was pretty rough. Okay, I think we're coming down to the end of this portion of the prologue, so pretty interesting stuff. We are sloppy here, but if we can hold it together, we are good. We probably need more ground blocks than we initially went with. We leaked 3, but that's not a big deal. we need to re-enable auto ults for these two characters. That may have been part of our issue. All right. Onward and upward. So I think we are down to the boss. This one is kind of an interesting one. Once again, it's multiple lanes, preventing getting those seal stones on the boss. I'm not sure if this DPS is going to be strong enough to hold this lane, but we will give it a go. Once again, a lot of this is about um, hitting the last dropped enemy, so looks like we're just able to pop the seal stone there, so that's good. And then Silas will definitely be able to do his part too. The only issue is up here, we don't have any more ranged DPS to do it on. You can't reach. You got 20 seconds left. So here, I think we're going to be a little tricksy and drop Silas and then throw a healer up. Oh, he died. Okay, it looks like we're able to hold the lane. We're going to use Silas to finish that off. Otherwise, we would have leaked. Okay, so I think we're at the end. If we can just finish all of this up, we will be good. I think they start invisible, so they should be able to help out a little bit. The American sub in. Oof. We just squeaked that one out if we're being for being one hundo. All right, well, that was definitely getting a lot more sketchy towards the end, but this is day 5. We were able to clear prologue number 2, which is great. I got a chunk of resources there, which is awesome. And then we need to reach commander level 40 to unlock Void Rift. So we're a little ways away. I was hopeful to get Olog, but I suppose that is not going to happen today. Once again, thank you for watching. If you made it this far, I'm greatly impressed. Like, comment, and subscribe if you're so inclined. If not, I'm not stressed about it. You guys take care.